the immediate post-independence era, we closed ourselves in many ways. I mean, whether it's the import substitution approach to the economy, but also our worldview became much more inward-looking. And this is sad because in some ways, awkwardly, during the colonial period, actually India had over time become much more linked and had been, in fact, if anything, re-establishing its ancient links with the Indian Ocean world. So there were Indian communities in Malaysia and Singapore. There were Indian communities building up in Africa and so on, areas where in ancient India they had been traveling. But immediately after independence, that sort of British Empire anchor to our to this part of the world broke down, and it broke down in I would say, in an unhappy way. I mean, you had Idi Amin throwing out the Indians from Uganda. You had a similar thing happening in Burma. People forget that there was a significant Indian population in Burma which was just was essentially thrown out, and so on and so forth. So it as the British Empire collapsed, it was not in any way replaced by us. And I have to say, to some extent, the blame must go to the policymakers of that time. Take, for example, the Middle East.
Gwadar. I mean, Middle East is fine. Take Gwadar. They were offering it to India, and we sort of said no to Gwadar. Oman had the rupee as a legal tender. The UAE had rupee as a legal tender till the 60s, and for some reason we allowed that influence to dissipate.